Pollution is one of the most pressing environmental issues facing our world today. It refers to the introduction of harmful materials, known as pollutants, into our environment. These pollutants can come from various sources and have a wide range of negative impacts on both nature and human health. As our population grows and industries expand, the amount of waste and pollution generated has become increasingly difficult to manage. In this video, we'll explore what pollution is, the different types, their sources, and the effects they have on our planet and our lives. Let's begin by understanding the basics of waste and pollution. Waste is any unwanted or undesired material that results from human activities, such as industrial, commercial, mining, agricultural operations, and community activities. With the world's population on the rise, the amount of waste generated is becoming unmanageable. Open dumps and heaps of garbage are now a common sight in many places, posing serious environmental and health risks. Waste can be classified into two main categories: biodegradable and non-biodegradable. Understanding these categories helps us manage waste more effectively and reduce its impact on the environment. Biodegradable waste refers to substances that can be broken down by microorganisms into harmless and non-toxic materials. Examples include vegetable peels, food scraps, and other organic matter. These materials decompose naturally over time, returning nutrients to the soil and supporting the ecosystem. Proper management of biodegradable waste, such as composting, can help reduce the burden on landfills and promote a healthier environment. However, when not managed properly, even biodegradable waste can contribute to pollution and health hazards. Non-biodegradable waste consists of substances that cannot be broken down by microorganisms. This category includes plastics, metallic cans, glass, and electronic waste. These materials persist in the environment for many years, causing long-term pollution and harming wildlife. Non-biodegradable waste is particularly challenging to manage because it accumulates over time and often ends up in landfills, oceans, and other natural habitats. Recycling and proper disposal are essential to minimize the impact of non-biodegradable waste. Pollution comes in many forms, each with its own sources and effects. The 5 major types of pollution are air pollution, water pollution, soil pollution, radiation pollution, and noise pollution. Each type affects the environment and human health in different ways. Understanding these types is the first step toward finding effective solutions. In the following scenes, we'll take a closer look at each type, their sources, and their impact on our world. Air pollution refers to the degradation of air quality due to the presence of harmful substances. It affects not only living organisms but also objects and materials. Air pollution can be caused by both natural and man-made sources, and it is a major concern in urban and industrial areas. The presence of pollutants in the air can lead to respiratory problems, damage to buildings, and harm to the environment. Let's explore the types and sources of air pollution in more detail. Air pollution can be divided into two main types: gaseous pollution and particulate pollution. Gaseous pollution involves harmful gases released from various sources, while particulate pollution refers to tiny solid or liquid particles suspended in the air, such as dust, smoke, and rubber particles from vehicle tires. Both types contribute to poor air quality and can have serious health and environmental consequences. The sources of air pollution can be natural or man-made. Natural sources include events like volcanic eruptions and forest fires, which are beyond human control. Man-made sources, however, are under our control and include vehicles, industries burning garbage, and brick kilns. These sources release a variety of pollutants into the air, contributing to the overall problem of air pollution. Efforts are being made to develop methods to control and reduce emissions from these sources. Vehicles running on petrol and diesel are major contributors to air pollution. Their exhaust releases harmful gases such as carbon dioxide, CO2, sulfur dioxide, SO2, and carbon monoxide, CO. Additionally, the wearing of rubber tires releases rubber particles and road dust into the air. To control vehicular pollution, measures like using efficient engines, high-quality fuels, lead-free petrol, and compressed natural gas, CNG, are being promoted. Industries are another significant source of air pollution. They emit various pollutants, including gases like CO2, SO2, CO, and oxides of nitrogen. Factory chimneys release smoke containing particulate pollutants, which can travel long distances and affect air quality in surrounding areas. Industrial air pollution not only harms human health but also damages crops, buildings, and the environment. Smog is a combination of smoke and fog, often formed when smoke from various sources mixes with dust particles and small drops of fog. Smog is particularly harmful to plants and can cause respiratory problems like asthma and allergies in humans. It also reduces visibility, making it dangerous for transportation and daily activities. Burning garbage releases carbon dioxide and other harmful gases into the air, contributing to air pollution. Brick kilns, which are used to make construction bricks, produce large quantities of ash and broken brick bits as waste. Both activities are common in many regions and add significantly to local air pollution, affecting both health and the environment. Water pollution occurs when the quality of water changes, making it unsuitable for use by humans and other living organisms. Polluted water can contain harmful chemicals, pathogens, and waste materials that threaten aquatic life and human health. The sources of water pollution are varied, and understanding them is key to finding solutions. The five major sources of water pollution are household detergents, sewage, industrial wastes, oil spills, and thermal pollution. Each source introduces different pollutants into water bodies, affecting their quality and the organisms that depend on them. Let's look at each source in more detail to understand how they contribute to water pollution. Every home uses detergents for cleaning clothes, dishes, and other items. The dirty water containing these chemicals flows down the drains and eventually reaches rivers, lakes, or oceans. These detergents can harm aquatic life and disrupt the natural balance of water ecosystems. Reducing the use of harmful detergents and treating wastewater can help minimize this source of pollution. Sewage is the liquid waste from homes, including kitchen and toilet wastewater. Most cities have sewage treatment plants to clean this water before releasing it into rivers. However, untreated sewage can cause serious water pollution. Similarly, industrial waste, known as effluent, contains various chemical pollutants and is often discharged into rivers, harming aquatic life and making water unsafe for human use. Oil spills occur when petroleum is accidentally released into oceans or estuaries, often due to tanker accidents or offshore drilling. Oil pollution is deadly for marine life and can devastate entire ecosystems. Thermal pollution happens when industries use water to cool machinery and then release the heated water into rivers or seas. This raises the water temperature, affecting aquatic organisms and reducing oxygen levels. Soil pollution is usually localized but can have serious consequences for agriculture, food safety, and human health. It occurs when harmful substances contaminate the soil, making it less fertile and sometimes toxic. The main sources of soil pollution include industrial waste, urban and domestic waste, chemical fertilizers, biomedical waste, and pesticides. Industries release solid wastes such as chemical residues, fly ash, and metallic ash, which can contaminate the soil. Urban areas generate a variety of commercial and domestic wastes, including plastic bags, glass bottles, electric bulbs, and kitchen waste. These materials, when not properly managed, accumulate in landfills and open dumps, leading to soil pollution and health risks. Chemical fertilizers are widely used to increase crop yields, but their excessive use can be harmful. Rainwater can wash these chemicals into lakes and ponds, causing rapid growth of bacteria that consume oxygen and kill fish. Pesticides like DDT persist in the environment, contaminating soil and water, and can indirectly harm human health through the food chain. Biomedical waste includes items like needles, syringes, dirty dressings, unused medicines, and biological research materials. When these are carelessly disposed of in municipal garbage, they pose serious health risks to humans and animals. Proper disposal and management of biomedical waste are essential to prevent the spread of diseases and environmental contamination. Radiation pollution is caused by the release of high-energy particles, often from medical uses like X-rays or from nuclear power plants. While radiation has important applications, its uncontrolled release can be extremely dangerous, leading to long-term health problems and environmental damage. Strict safety measures are necessary to minimize the risks associated with radiation. Noise pollution is defined as any unpleasant or loud sound that interferes with hearing and concentration. Common sources include traffic, loudspeakers, construction, and fireworks. Noise pollution can disturb sleep, lower work efficiency, and even cause hearing loss. It also affects wildlife, especially birds near airports. Measures like restricting loud noises, planting trees, and keeping doors closed can help reduce noise pollution. Pollution has far-reaching effects on climate and the environment. Three of the most significant impacts are acid rain, the greenhouse effect, and global warming and ozone layer depletion. These phenomena not only damage ecosystems but also threaten human health and the stability of our planet's climate. Let's examine each effect in detail. Acid rain is caused by the emission of gases like CO2, sulfur dioxide, and nitrogen oxides from industries and vehicles. These gases dissolve in rainwater, forming acids that fall to the ground. Acid rain damages vegetation, erodes buildings and monuments, and harms human health by degrading air quality. It also reduces visibility and can lead to the decay of paints and materials. The greenhouse effect occurs when gases like carbon dioxide and methane trap heat in the Earth's atmosphere, preventing it from escaping into space. This leads to global warming, which causes rising temperatures, melting ice caps, and extreme weather events. Human activities such as burning fossil fuels and deforestation are major contributors to the greenhouse effect. The ozone layer acts as a natural sunscreen, protecting us from harmful ultraviolet rays from the sun. Certain chemicals, such as chlorofluorocarbons CFCs from refrigerators and aerosol sprays, break down ozone molecules in the atmosphere. Ozone depletion increases the risk of skin cancer, cataracts, and other health problems, as well as harming plants and animals. Pollution has serious effects on human health. Air pollution can cause respiratory problems, lung disorders, and even blood cell shortages due to lead exposure. Water pollution can lead to diseases like cholera, jaundice, and typhoid. Soil pollution, especially from pesticides, can indirectly affect health through contaminated food. Protecting our health requires addressing all forms of pollution. While it may not be possible to completely eliminate pollution, there are many steps we can take to reduce it. Using unleaded petrol and CNG in vehicles, switching off engines when not in use, installing tall chimneys with filters in factories, and recycling materials like plastic, metal, and glass are all effective measures. Composting organic waste and using fewer chemical fertilizers and pesticides also help control pollution. To further control pollution, vehicular emission standards like Euro and Burette norms have been established. These standards limit the amount of harmful gases vehicles can emit. The Swachh Bharat Abhiyan or Clean India movement is another important initiative aimed at cleaning streets, roads, and infrastructure, and promoting efficient waste management. These efforts, combined with public participation, are crucial for a cleaner and healthier environment. Single-use plastics like polythene bags and disposable cutlery are a major environmental concern. They are used only once and then discarded, adding to the growing problem of plastic pollution. To reduce plastic waste, we can follow the 3Rs: reduce, reuse, and recycle. Carrying reusable bags and bottles, avoiding disposable items, and recycling plastics are simple steps everyone can take to help the environment.